this is Nastia Reigel, and today I'll show you my track Limit Y for Between the Lines. So what do I have here? So this track is already out on WSNWG in a compilation, and you can check the whole compilation already anywhere. So for this track, I have a few layers of kicks because I usually do it, and I mostly use drum racks, and I have like a 3 samples of kicks here, like this one, and then I just layer them together and add another one which is more full. So most of them are recorded with Vermona, but sometimes I can use some like other synthesizers, like also have SH101. Kicks are going here, and the main, like the bass or drum bass, whatever you can call it, it's made also with drums. So here is the also like 3 layers of kicks, and equalized and compressed. The one goes just straight, and another one makes this groovy moment. And I saturated it, made compressed again, and cut low frequencies under 30 Hz, and then compressed again, and everything goes in a side chain with the main kick, some regular stuff. Then to make it more full, I add just some sub bass. It also just a sample of sub bass recorded. Yeah. For the percussion, I have a really big group of percussions because I love percussions. And here there is a Moog recorded. There is some sound that I just picked the best moment, and it's something like a click that makes it sounds more like a sandy. For hi-hats I used mostly 909, and there is a shaker also. Another 909. I just picked the best frequencies that I like from them and just layer them together to make it more full and add more this, as I said before, sandy sound. So together it sounds like this. And I just use it like a collage, so I can just play one part, then another, to make it more interesting. And my favorite here are tambourines. So this is actually the one that I have on my wall. Yeah. So I just recorded this one and just picked the sweet spot that I like and equalized it because it has some sound of my room. I just tried to equalize it as much as possible to get rid of the sound of the room, but then I added some reverb again and equalized it again. So this is kind of double work, but it sounds more different than the original one. And for the next stem, I have the same record, but a different part of it. So together they just accompany each other and sounds more interesting. So together it sounds like this. Then for like a snare, I have this kind of sound like the tribe drums. This one. So it adds this kind of interesting sound because I shift them. There's a kind of offset. So make it more interesting. And for the background, there are also some record of Moogs of artifacts. There are some clicks. And as a background, I love to find some weird, strange samples on like a website with free samples, like free sound or something. And there is like a sound of like a noise on like industrial noise or something like that. which actually sometimes works as the main idea for the whole track, because you never know what you can find and it expires so much. So I think this works also better. It gives it more, I would say, organic sound, because without it it's super clean, but now it sounds more interesting. Also, I have some sounds that's actually like resampled sounds that I made from some synthesized sounds, and then I just process it with different plugins. Like, for example, I have here some steps, and what makes them sound this kind of moving back and forth is because there are some returns on shimmer, Valgala one, so they just like this kind of strange sound. So for this resampled parts, what I usually do is just, you can, for example, have some sound and then use, for example, like a portal. This is a granular synthesizer. You have your sound, then you just use a portal, so it makes this kind of different strange sound, anything you like. Then, for example, you use Saturn and make something that makes it move more. Like, for now we'll just like pick any presets. And then you can add another one portal and pick another preset just to play with all the sounds. It all sounds strange, but then you just resample it and process with all the stuff, and you have the craziest sounds that you can imagine or not imagine. So that's how I made this kind of sounds. And on the top of that, I have these vocal samples that I took from Half-Life. So there is a moment when you're just going on a train in the Black Mesa laboratories. So there's this voice saying all this stuff. And I stretch this sound, like this part is stretched one, so that's make it like this kind of. And just add it in places when I think works better. And on top of that, at the beginning and at the end of the track, I make an automatization of equalizer. So at the beginning, the low frequencies are cut, and I did the same at the end. Just like to have this like a picture finished of this whole track.